Hello, my name is GregTech, and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. Last episode, we went and got the neutronium nanites, whatever they're called, and we will upgrade our Nano Forge to the next tier. Boy, what a cool looking multi-block that is. And probably need to, well, I was like, probably need to, oh look, space elevators moving. I never get tired of seeing that, by the way. I'll be doing something in it, I see it out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, that is amazing. I was thinking like maybe a travel anchor. I don't know how many times I'm going to be coming over here, though, at this point in the pack. Obviously, we are going to... we'll be upgrading it, and I think we're gonna start like using the nanites for things. I don't know. Yeah, so like 8 carbon nanites for that. I don't know what these are for. I'm just looking at the thing, but a lot of the stuff we're gonna use these for aren't gonna get consumed at this point. Yeah, so like when we start crafting this stuff, we're gonna need them in mass. So we will probably be spamming these from what I understand. And yeah, we'll get to that as we need it. So basically what I'm saying is I'm like, I don't need to be coming over here all that much. I basically just want the silver nanite, I think, so we can upgrade our PCB factory. I think that will be what we're doing with these silver nanites. So I'll upgrade all these recipes to this. I believe this is what we'll do. And then the tier 3 I don't think we can get yet, if I remember. I think it needs like transcendent something. Okay, I'm just talking away. Let's get this going. So that's a tier 2. It looked a bit funny. I think we have everything we need. Luckily, none of these are hatches and stuff, which mess with pulling from the A system. But I think we're... oh, I might need to pull this out. Maybe break it again. Being a little funny, but it might need to be reset. There it goes. Yeah. All right, there we go. I think that's done. It didn't say multi-block is complete though, which is a bit worrisome. But I might need to jump again. I wonder if... now I'm kind of wondering if we should just build the third one as well. While we're here, but... alright, let's do this. We'll place that down. We'll throw this in here. And hopefully, yeah, there it goes. Alright, so we got it to form. If you missed the last episode, you have to throw the nanite things in before it does like a structure check. Otherwise, it doesn't form. So, a bit funny, but it is what it is. Okay, so I think that will be that. I don't know if those clash or anything, but we'll take it out and see. So I do need a bit more. I need 200 million. I was debating, not 200 million, 200,000. I was debating like hooking this up, but like I said, we're only crafting one up and then we're good. So we're not having to... oh, I need to... that's probably why. Yeah, there's a bit of a... I just need to reload. That's why that was looking funny. That's 256. That's a bit over what we need, but man, we need wouldn't it be cool if we had the fluid cells that you can adjust? Like if I used like these, but I could adjust it any number between 0 and 512. I don't know. I was just thinking that'd be kind of cool if you could do that. Now I'm like, maybe I should have put a travel anchor over it by it. Oh well. I was just thinking, yeah, I don't think we need it. I always do that though, and then I just end up wasting time doing it, but oh well. Alright, so block of silver, just, oh, it turned on. There we go. Okay, so that seems to be using less power than the other one did. That's kind of funny. This one required 100 million, tier 1. That only requires 10 million. But it's, I don't know. I don't know how it calculates that. So obviously it is doing double, but I guess that makes sense. It's half the time, but 4 times the energy. Isn't it usually double the energy though? I don't know. Okay, so there we go. There's our silver things going. Now, once that's done, and I'm gonna kind of hold off on doing too much because we still need to, well, I think these handle what, 100 million. You can see the power. Yeah, it's not draining it super quick, but yeah, I just don't want to. If I'm running that, it might fail. But I do need to upgrade these recipes, I guess. There isn't many, so it's not that big of a deal. I do. Well, I'm thinking. So, yeah, let's do circuit board. I wish these 2 basic ones were in there as well. Just thought I would mention that. So, oh, we're not a tier 2 factory yet. We're not a tier 2 factory yet. All right, I have to upgrade this. That's right. Question is, do we just go straight for a tier 3? Which is, we can craft everything up in a tier 3. But we'd only be running it at the tier 2, but I'm just thinking. Yeah, so the tier 3, I think the tier 3 replaces this and the thing on the side, if I remember correctly. Can we look at it like this? No. We need to look at it through here, I think. Alright, so thermosync we can't do yet. That is gated for sure. Trying to remember, how do we switch the... I'm like, how do we switch this thing again? We just type it in? Is that what we do? Yes, alright. I was just like, I hope I made room. Originally. Alright, well that's close. That's a bit worrisome, but it'll work. Also, I love how it says it's running fine, but that's clearly like a tier 3 thing. What I was debating is that. So this is the tier 2. It goes on the side. But if we don't need to craft that up, I think we should just go directly to the tier 3. This is kind of annoying though. We have to replace all that. All right. Yeah, so we need quantum and celestial tungsten, which these aren't. Oh, quantum is a bit annoying. I remember. I think it's going to be an issue with our setup currently, because we don't have UEV and it's like 18 seconds, and we're going to need a lot of these. So that's actually going to take some time. I think we'll probably throw it in the main base. But like I said, I just don't think... it doesn't show it on there. Yeah, I'm thinking... There doesn't seem to be any reason to do... You know what? Maybe I should just do the tier 2. Uranium frame box. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about this one. If I just want to go all out and do the tier 3 or the tier 2. So I decided, I think I'm just going to do the tier 2. Also, the cosmic neutronium takes a very long time to smelt. We were doing the centrifuge route before, which got us the dust, but I switched over to smelting the cosmic neutronium dust. But yeah, you can see it takes like a very, very long time in the thing. Obviously, it's doing like a huge batch. I don't know the exact amount, but that is maybe something to think about, getting smelting. Just having like a dedicated smelter. It's not something I use a ton of, but the tier 2 things do require infinity, so I had to craft up a lot of those, 158. So that was actually quite a large amount. Quite a large amount of infinity. So yeah, I had to smelt 7,578. So it did take a little while. So that is something to think about. I just manually threw some cosmic neutronium dust in there to help it along. But that is maybe something I want to set up. If we start needing tons and tons of infinity, which I should probably just have that slowly building up. That's right. I was just thinking, I'm like, oh, isn't there a B? But no, that needs the DTPF to do that. But look at that. One comb gets 512 and gets... I mean, it's difficult. It's not exactly easy, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, so we'll get this going. I have just been placing it manually as it is crafting up. That looks a little crazy. I did put everything like right next to it. I think these two are joined, but this could be farther away. That could be farther back if I wanted. It doesn't have to be joined. But I thought it looked a bit funny if it was separated, so that's why I have it right next to it. But yeah, I think... I have 2 extra. How did I end up with 2 extra? Obviously there is something I did. Yep, right there. I think that's... Alright, there we go. So it does appear to be formed. And you can turn it on. I have switched over the recipes to do the silver nanite thing. So now you can see 77. I mean, the lower tiers you get more bonus. The final one, it went from 12 to 14. So it's not like a huge, but if you think about, if you're doing like 1,000 crafts, you're getting, 2,000 extra boards just from switching over. So think it is worth it. Now, this, get rid of that. I'm pretty sure you just throw this in the thing and it is, yeah, it's not consumed. I do need to switch it to a 2, but I guess we'll just throw it in. I really never upgraded that with Super Bus. Also, I could probably switch that. Oh, I put the... Duh. I put the same one back. I was like, why doesn't this have a... Like, why doesn't it have a thing? How is it getting in there without the thing? Also, we'll switch that to a higher tier. It doesn't really matter, but... At this point of the pack, a IV conveyor is pretty much as fast as anything we are trying to do. Alright, so there we go. Let's do a lot of, let's do crystal processors. Like 100 or something like that. I don't know. Just to see it work. Even harder to get back here now. Did forget to do 2. That. That is a really cool, icon. So there is the Tier 2 PCB factory. And that'll just take a second to... Oh no! I forgot. I have extra in here because I was smelting it up the other one. Yeah, so I don't want the main... I don't really want my main Mega Blast Furnace doing stuff like that if it's like super long. So we'll let that work. Okay, so what do we want to do now? I think we're done for the time being with the Nano Forge, I think. Because we did look up the tier 3, right? It was like transcendent metal or whatever. So that is, yeah. I don't know what that is. Like, where is that? Okay, so that's locked behind there. And that is locked behind Hypogen. Alright, I really need to start looking into this as well. Ah, so much to do. so much to do. Infinity coil upgrades, that's like another thing I'm gonna have to do. Do we need... Oh, that's an assembly line. That's not a precise assembler recipe. I could get that. Why don't I get that? Oh, I have one. I was like, let me get that scanning at least. So, mica, UHV circuit. So you need 16 of those UHV. The optical SMDs. I mean, there is like another tier of circuit. Man, there's so much we could do. Yes, I know. I need travel. Staff of traveling. I know. Uh-oh. Does that need to be in like a higher tier scanner? Oh, it's at a research station. There. On. There we go. Oh, hello. That's 17 million. That's quite a bit. All right, so we'll let that run. And what is our... Still waiting on the the mega furnace here. Oh, it's running. There we go. That's all I just kind of need to know. Is it actually working? It does appear to be working. And everything is hunky-dory. Awesome. All right, cool. So, upgraded PCB. And I'm assuming... Yep, it didn't get used up. I figured it wouldn't, but just figured I'd double check. And those particle effects are looking derpy. Alright, so many different things. Yeah, we got our optical. I need to get liquid helium. That's such a simple thing. I should probably do that next. Nano Forge. Done. I guess I could do like tier 3 as another one. I really need to start that as well. Because I'm thinking we'll upgrade the lasers, but I want to get the COAL. What it's going to be, component assembly. We need 43 of these. Now this is going to look scary. Yep. So, ooh, helium plasma. We're getting low on helium plasma. Oh shoot, are we out? We might be getting close to out. No, I don't. We had quite a bit. Oh, I don't think I have it. Where do I have it? I don't remember where I put it. Nope. Where am I storing my... Oh, here. Nope. Where am I storing my helium plasma? Oh, it's here. Oh, no, we're out. All right, I need to get helium plasma. Stuff is turned off somewhere. I don't remember which. There's like one drill or 2 drills that still use helium plasma. I didn't convert it over to quantum AE. All right, I do need to figure out... helium plasma, because I guess I could do it over there. On one of these. I'm like, do I have to build yet another fusion reactor? So I've decided I'm going to upgrade my laser network first before I do the COL UHV stuff. So yeah, we're going to upgrade our lasers. I think I'm just going to do UHV. A 4000. I know I could probably do like the ZPM ones also. You know, if I wanted, we could do we could do somewhere like 65. And it would be much cheaper just to do it this way, but you know what? I like doing the higher tier stuff if possible. So I am going to do, yeah, the UHV ones. So this just requires 4 of each. I mean, that's not that bad, to be honest. I am doing 16 of each, so a stack of each. So it's going to take a little while to craft this up. But this will get us up to 8.5 billion EU per tick that we will be able to handle, because we're starting to get to the point where, you know, like 100 million on the Nano Forge was possibly going to cause issues if I had this thing running at the same time, which is doing 30 million, and this does 30-something million per tick. So I'm going to upgrade the lasers, and then I'm going to upgrade our blast furnace here. Quite a bit, I think. So we're doing the ZPM 256. So yeah, it's running at 33 million. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to obviously do it all the way up to 8 billion per tick or whatever, but I'm going to increase it by quite a bit, I think. And that will help get the items smelted, namely the cosmic neutronium and stuff, for the COALs, the component assembly line things. And I'll start working on that. Also, I did another fusion reactor. I forgot I had... I was originally planning on 3 fusion reactors. I had all the coils and the casings done for another fusion reactor, so I just crafted up another Mark III, and this one It's got deuterium and helium-3, and it is producing helium plasma. So there's that. Fortunately, these do not have the tin plasma, radon plasma, helium plasma. They're not on like a thing to turn them off. So if that fills up, we're just going to start voiding this stuff. Is that a big problem? Eh, probably not, but I don't particularly like having... It doesn't need to be running. I don't like having it run. But I don't want to set up something that will cause the things to turn on and off, because obviously it drains and then has to refill. So if it's flickering on and off, you're going to be running into some serious problems. So that's why I've never really done something to automate that. What I really want is it to like fill up to 500 million, turn off, and then not turn back on until it gets down to like 10 million again, and then it fills up to 500 million kind of thing. But that's easy, not as easy. It would probably be like an and/or gate or something, wouldn't it? I don't know. I'm terrible at logic like that. There's a space elevator coming back down. It's bringing us our distilled water that's running this thing. Love it. All right. This is going to take a little while to smelt up all these lasers, and I'll fix them off camera. I've done this a few times now. So, kind of underestimated the amount of time that it was going to take to smelt up all that cosmic neutronium. That was actually a couple hours, but as I was like halfway through it, I was like, yeah, maybe I should have done the ZPM. Would have been smarter, but then I'm like, I'm already doing it. We might as well. I did craft up 8 of each, the target and the source one, to get it over to here. So this is 8 of them to go from the Lapatronic capacitor all the way over here. So this is a UHV one. And then I'm going to replace these and get this boosted up to 500 something million. I think it's doing, like, what did we say? 33 million it was doing before? Yeah, let's get it up to like 500 million. Just waiting on the, looks like the last one there. So UHV 256, there it goes, it's done. Yep, so 500. Now, obviously, we can't be running this for hours and hours and hours. Well, we could probably run it for like an hour or two. But eventually we will run out of power because we're not producing enough to keep it going. So this is just for like active crafting. I just needed to get that up. Got to be careful. You don't want to connect that because that one can't handle the voltage we're about to send down it. But you do want it to do that. There might be a few things that have turned off while I was messing with power. Looks like all these have turned off. So I am going to have to go back around and figure out what I broke. That one's actually good, it looks like. This is probably turned off, our neutronium. Yeah. This might have broken. So I am going to have to go around and see. This one probably ran out of power. Yep, our radon stuff is turned off. Not radon. What the heck's the name of that plastic? I already forgot. It's R something. Something polymer. What was it? Radox. Radox polymer. Alright. So, yeah, I'll do a quick once-over around the base looking at what I broke. But, okay. So we got that. And also, making sure you turn this off every time. I could actually lower this since we are... You know what? I may actually do that. I didn't really want to mess with the main line. I just wanted to replace it really quick and get it back up, but maybe I'll take the time to fix... Oh, that's not going to work. I have stuff in the way. Shoot. Alright. I do think I will eventually get that sorted. It doesn't really matter. It's... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Alright. Let me get this right. I guess we could do... I could just... why don't I upgrade this one? Alright, so that's source. Ooh, gotta be careful. Doesn't... You don't accidentally auto-connect it. Alright, so that... and that. Alright. So we upgraded the alloy smelter. I wasn't actually going to do that, but... Yeah, I forgot this stuff was in the way of dropping it down. Right. That. Okay, so UHV target. UHV target. Or this is the source. Alright, and then this should be... Yep, that is filling up. In case you don't know, this power pass, I can't remember if I mentioned this, but it basically connects all the power hatches on the multi-block. So, for example, this one is probably going to have 0 in it. Yep, so it's not connected to that. It's not connected to this moving in. And I need to do target. I have like... I just need to really be careful I don't put the wrong one, because I don't want stuff to blow up. UHV target, and then UHV source. Yeah, and then that one's empty too, but as soon as it turns on, we hit the power pass, this will start. It gets charged from that, and the other one gets charged as well. So that's what that power pass thing means. So source, target. All right, there we go. That it's always a bit nerve-wracking when you're messing with the power, but there we go. We are getting what, 2 billion? 2 billion. I don't even remember. 8 billion, 8.5 billion EU per tick we can get on this line up to here. Obviously, I haven't extended it past this. I will probably do another one. I just wanted to get it up and running so I could use it to smelt up the cosmic neutronium that we will need for the next group. I'm going to fill this. I guess I could have just requested it. I'm curious how much this is going to do. If there's a cap on it, does it just speed up? I don't know, but let's give it a go. All right, 62 seconds, and it did 4 stacks. So much better than the 500 seconds we were dealing with before. We dropped it down to 1 minute as opposed to almost 10. Much, much quicker. I wonder what... Let me pull these out, actually. The superconductor base. That was the other one. This one. That was taking a long time. And I had it separated onto the blast furnaces over there. But I'm thinking if we can reduce it by a lot... I think that one was 300 seconds in this. What is this running at, by the way? 454. 454 billion. Yep. That's pretty cool. The freezer might actually be broken when I was messing with stuff. Oh, no. Good. So that does 55. Doing 55 seconds, but it didn't have all the cosmic neutronium in there. So that is still a bit of a bottleneck. I'm going to have to sort that. So now I'm like, maybe we don't need to. Maybe I will. Yeah. See, the thing is, I was like, maybe I'll just have it craft up 1,000 cosmic neutronium at a time or whatever. But what I don't want to happen is when I use the cosmic neutronium, I don't want it to end up in here, and then the rest of the stuff I need to smelt is like locked behind the cosmic neutronium that I don't need at that moment because I already have it. I don't know. In my head, I know what I'm talking about. So we got, let's pull that out, 256. That's all 93 seconds. All right. So I think with that, we definitely can. We can definitely think about this because I think I'll throw that in there to see it, but yeah. So that's 85 seconds for 8. What did I say that was? 256 or something like that. So yeah, we'll turn this off as well. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned that, but that hot bedrockium, or the bedrockium ingots that we are now doing in the assembler. So I didn't realize this was a recipe. So I'm like, I knew that was a thing, but I didn't realize that was a thing. Just a 9 bedrockium dust and a circuit of 1 gets you an ingot really quick. Apparently this recipe is bugged. It does require, it's supposed to require UU matter. But I'm not going to change it at this point. Even though throwing it in the blast furnace now might be okay. Alright, so that is pretty cool. We got our Nano Forge, we got the Biolab upgraded. Now, I'll probably finish doing the... I think we'll finish doing the lasers. I think... You know what, we might as well. I was going to wait till we get the thing, but... I don't know. I think it's worth doing that now. The question is, like, how many do I need? So that one is sorted. Basically, the lines in between tell you. So I want to basically get it, I guess the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, to get it all the way to the COAL is 6. That's actually not bad. That's less than the other side, actually. And then I could upgrade this for maybe a smaller round and get these things upgraded, but really to upgrade these, it's a bit more complicated because this does check the actual tier, unfortunately. So I can't do UEV recipes unless I upgrade this to that, but you know, we could, I don't know. I was thinking we could upgrade these to lasers, but I don't know if that... I would have to think about that one. But yeah, so COAL needs to be upgraded, but other than that, I think we're good on that. And we could do the apiary as well if we want. So that is something to think about upgrading as well. Alright, but unfortunately that did take longer than I realized, real life time, so I'm actually running out of time. I need to probably cut the episode here. I didn't get as much done as I wanted, but yeah, we'll start... I'll get the lasers upgraded, and then I think we'll start working on the UHV thing next episode. But anyway, that's going to be for today, so thanks for watching, and have a good one.